Welcome to Dragon Quest Boppy. This is Boppy, and today I am going to rank / talk about my top 5 favorite fights in the Gathering arc of Dragon Quest I. So yeah, basically that's it. So let's just get right into it. If you like this video, don't forget to like the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with all the content, and ring that notification bell so you can get the video notification first. Yeah? Pretty sweet, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just freaking get right into it because this arc had some dope fights. There's a little bit more repeated fights compared to the first arc. Because the first arc, basically every fight was there's more fights, basically. These, I feel like, were a little more, there's just more character development in these fights in the Gathering arc. But, they're still fantastic, and I absolutely love them. So let's just get right into it and start ranking them. So, our number 5, the number 5 best fight is Dai and Pop, and eventually Mom, fighting the werewolf and the tree face monster in the Dark Forest. Basically, it's the very first fight that our heroes have when they leave Dermaline Island, and they hear a little girl crying and screaming, and they see that she's running away from some monsters, so they attack them, and it was pretty cool. But then they get back up, and that's where we meet Mom. Mom comes in, shoots them with a freaking awesome spell, and yeah, they win. And it's cute because then the girl is all happy and she's cute, and she got lost in the forest because she was looking for an antidote for her mom and blah blah blah. But basically it was a cool little introductory fight to the arc, so it was fun. And / again, we got to meet Mom, so because of it. So yeah, that's my number 5 fight from this arc. And let's move on to number 4. Number 4 is Crocodile versus the Heroes Part 1 in the Dark Forest. So, it's pretty freaking hilarious because the fight starts off with Pop basically, firing off a spell to Crocodile. Crocodile just literally breathes it away, and Pop craps his pants and runs away. So that's how it starts. But then, Dai and the Croc Man, as Dai says, start fighting. And there's some pretty cool, fighting moments in the fight itself. But unfortunately, Crocodile is full of tricks, man, and he does a burning breath. And because of it, Dai gets paralyzed. And we think that legit Dai's about to get killed by Crocodile. But during their fight, Mom, first Pop ran into a freaking Infanticore or Manticore, something like that. I'll put the name on the screen just to be, 100% for sure. Runs into the Manticore, Infanticore, whatever, and Mom saves his butt. Then she's like, "Where the heck's your friend?" And they both go back to where Crocodile and Dai were, and right on time too, because Mom literally saved Dai. She used Tingle to unparalyze Dai, And after that, Dai was able to get up. But Mom also had Pop help her load up a freaking crack or crackle spell into the magic bullet gun. Fired that off. Froze Crocodile's freaking axe hand. And then Dai literally cuts Crocodile's eye off. Scars it. And it was dope. And that's the end of that fight. But literally so much happened, but it was also so well done and awesome. And yeah, it was great. It was fantastic. So that was my number 4. And my number 3, ding, ding, is the Heroes versus Hyunkle Part 2. Basically when they're fighting in the arena. So yeah, so basically it starts off with Dai and Pop, you know, kind of having Hyunkle pull out his sword first, because Hyunkle basically was like, you guys are weak, so I'm not even going to fight you with my sword, which caused a problem because they needed him to, you know, bring out his sword so they can use him as a magnet for, you know, Zapple. But so yeah, so they were jumping around a little bit, and then Dai was able to succeed in Hyunkle pulling out his sword. Pop and Dai did Zapple together, and that was freaking amazing. After that, Pop thinks they won, but Hyunkle was just, you know, he got hit pretty hard, so he kind of, you know, he was in pain. So, but he comes back, punches Pop in the face. Pop, you know, is defeated for the moment, and Hyunkle is just pissed and starts messing up Dai hard. Basically, we thought Dai was dead. And at that moment, you know, Mom helps him realize what's going on and the truth. But after all that, Hyunkle still can't, you know, accept being good. He's been evil for too long. So anyway, that's when Dai actually gets up, but he's unconscious. He fights Hyunkle again, which is absolutely fantastic swordplay. Dai is literally using Frizz and on his sword, which is awesome. And he's attacking Hyunkle, and Hyunkle's, you know, attacking back. But then at one point, Dai literally does Lightning Strash, which was freaking amazing. He does Zapple Strash, or whatever you want to call it, lightning. He says Lightning Strash. Messes up Hyunkle, and Hyunkle is absolutely defeated. So bad that his armor literally busts. And yeah, that was basically the end of that. After that, you know, Mom basically steps in, tells Dai to stop because he still was unconscious and he was about to strike Hyunkle down. But she's like, stop, please. And Dai wakes up and was like, whoa, what happened? But that's when Hyunkle had a change of heart. So it was freaking awesome. But yeah, that's my number 3 favorite fight in this arc. It was fantastico. And let's move on to number 2. Bing. Number 2 is the Heroes versus Crocodile Part 2 in Romo's Castle. So I absolutely enjoyed this fight very, very much. At this point, Crocodile basically just pulled out all sorts of tricks. He let Zaibora get into his brain and basically cheated to have Dai become, you know, weakened because he used Brass, Ji-Chun, against Dai, which obviously totally messed Dai up. Because at first, Dai had a great freaking entrance. He used a giant frizz that looked like a frizz spell, blew everything up, and it was dope. And then Crocodile was a little scared of it because he was like, damn, this kid's it's only been 3 days and this kid's already like mastered frizz. Wow. You know, and that's why he pulls out brass and uses that against Dai. But this fight also, while they're suffering, because Dai didn't want anyone to attack Ji-chan, even though Ji-chan was messing Dai up, mostly because Dai didn't want to fight back, obviously. Pop eventually runs in at the perfect time and tries to fight Crocodile. Obviously doesn't do very well, but he comes up with a strategy that will get Pop involved, or Dai involved again. So he breaks his own weapon, creates a little star around Ji-chan, casts Glimmer, which obviously makes it so Dai is unhandicapped again. And Dai stands up. He's super freaking pissed. Crocodile tries to attack him. Dai just freaking breaks his axe, swings him around. Crocodile gets messed up, and then Crocodile tries to do a freaking Beast Redemption Blast, which looked fantastic, but Dai counters it with a Von Strash, and it was so dope. And they mess Crocodile up, dude. And they win. And honestly, again, the animation was fantastic in this freaking fight, and I absolutely enjoyed it. And wow, just wow. So that's my number 2. My number 1 favorite fight in this arc is, that's a drum roll, by the way, the Heroes versus Hugel Part 1. So here are our heroes. They show up to Papanica Kingdom and everything is destroyed. Then some skeletons come out of nowhere. They beat the crap out of them, but they come back alive. And this man comes down and beats them up again. And is like, basically tricks them into thinking, well, he is a disciple of Vaughn, but very quickly they happen to find out he's not a good guy, which Pop was the one that noticed at first, or mostly just was, very skeptical of him. And his name's Hugel. He's the Dark Legion commander of the Undead Legion. And he's just laughing in their faces, bro. And so Dai gets pissed because he was basically talking crap on Yvonne, which we know has died. And Hugel was like, man, he's dead. I wanted to kill him. Which, again, pisses Pop off and the whole crew. Dai and the whole crew. Well, pisses Pop off as well, but Dai is the one that gets pissed first to fight Hugel. And so they start fighting. It's a pretty cool scene. But Hugel's obviously, Dai's outmatched. Hugel's just so much stronger. And, he rocks Dai. Then Mom and freaking Pop shoot off some awesome spells. It looks fantastic. Hugel basically just repels them towards them again. And they get messed up. And then Mom tries to attack Hugel as well with the Dazzle spell, which was really cool, but Hugel was just too smart, and he used his third eye, or inner eye, or whatever, which is interesting. And he messes her up. And then basically after that, Dai is just down for the count. And mostly because he just didn't want to fight against him. Because he was also raised by monsters, and his father was killed. And so Dai really just feels really bad, unfortunately. And because of that, he just doesn't want to fight him. He doesn't want to get mad like Pop is saying. Like, get mad. Get mad so you can, use your awesome powers. And he's like, he basically just can't. And so before freaking Hugel kills Dai, before he freaking kills him, dude, he gets interrupted by our boy, Crocodile, the Beast King. which was so awesome. And, you know, Crocodile and Hugo have their bro moment, and basically Crocodile helps Die and Pop escape, and, you know, it's successful. After that, Hugo just messes Crocodile up and, you know, throws Mom away. And he throws both of them away in a cell, but this is my favorite fight because it was just so cool, because all three of them actually fought, you know, together in a way. And it was cool. It was great. There was awesome spells being used. You know, even Mom's Dazzle. That was new. That was cool. And just like Hugo and his like super freaking strong armor and sword, and himself was just so cool. You know, there was Von Strashes being thrown around, even though they weren't real Von Strashes, but it was just such a cool fight, dude. It was very well animated, very well done, and it was a great moment in this arc, and I absolutely enjoyed it. So anyway, that's my number one, and this is my top 5 favorite fights in the Gathering arc. Let me know what you think. You know, what do you think about my top 5? Let me know. So, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content, and ring that notification bell so you can be the first one to know when my videos come out. And besides that, just thank you so much for watching and liking the video and participating and commenting and just being awesome. Thank you so much. And especially, I want to thank my patron, PYB Jed. Thank you, bro. Thank you for being a patron. You are awesome, and I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Okay, that is all. So thank you guys again for watching, and we will see you guys next time. Peace!